Welcome to our tutorial video on the Haiti Home Program Pay for Performance model. The Haiti Home Program is funded by USAID and implemented by WOCU in partnership with the Affordable Housing Institute. Haiti Home works to address barriers to an adequate supply of affordable housing in Haiti, as well as demand challenges linked to the lack of access to housing finance. The Home Program utilizes pay-for-performance incentives to catalyze private, local capital into commercially driven housing projects that are affordable for low and moderate-income households. Pay-for-performance is a funding approach that provides incentive awards for results achieved. Instead of the traditional funding model in development, where local partners are focused on paying for inputs, P4P pays for the achievement of predefined, measurable development outcomes. The P4P approach allows implementation partners to decide how to spend available resources to achieve results, opening the door for innovation. At the same time, the incentive awards empower local partners to set measures to mitigate risk, increase transparency, and maximize efficiency in implementation. Haiti Home awards performance-based contracts to qualified partners. Implementation involves the following steps. The incentive structure must be carefully calibrated for the implementer to deliver the desired outcome, minimizing risk, maintaining profitability, and avoiding excessive market distortions. The incentive design must also ensure additionality, meaning that the incentive produces an outcome that would not have occurred without it. Partners are selected based on a competitive bidding process. Applicants must meet baseline criteria, such as demonstrated knowledge, capacity to perform, and sufficient resources to complete the project prior to receiving incentive payments. Incentive payments are dispersed at specific intervals, once a milestone is reached, and only if the product matches the pre-agreed criteria. Haiti Home keeps P4P agreements flexible to make alterations if a force majeure event occurs, allowing a project to overcome unexpected obstacles to meet goals. Haiti Home utilizes P4P to address both the demand and the supply sides of the housing value chain. Home works with Haitian financial institutions to expand their housing credit portfolio and housing developers in Haiti to address unmet demand and seize larger market opportunities. Home designs P4P incentive awards to motivate its partners to target women-led households and lower-income clients, to apply credit enhancement features to promote new housing finance products or target lower-income segments and the underserved, to mitigate market risks, to build and sell housing units faster, and to achieve pre-construction sales. Home determines P4P incentive awards with its partners based on their historical performance in housing finance, portfolio health, market capitalization, liquidity and leverage ratios, risk exposure and appetite for growth, and housing units' price points, location, and the land value of the housing project. To measure success of the P4P model, Home considers leverage, meaning the private sector resources being mobilized, unsupported housing portfolio growth, new financial institutions offering mortgages, and lowered income eligibility criteria for mortgages. Outside factors affect success, such as economic and political stability. Market speed determines the progress of the project. Given that Home does not directly implement activities, we do not have complete influence over the pace of implementation. On the initial approach, partners prefer upfront financing. There is a learning curve in adapting to P4P because U.S. aid is typically seen as a grant-giving organization. When implementing the P4P model in the housing sector, it is important to set a clear methodology to determine the amount of incentive awards. Design incentive awards that do not promote irrational or adverse behavior, always being aware of potential gaming of the system by partners. Set realistic targets for partners. And establish verification methods from the onset of the project to validate results claimed. We hope this video serves as a model for utilizing pay-for-performance in both the development and affordable housing sectors.